Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe it's already May. I feel like April flew by, but I'm really excited for today's video because I tried out a bunch of new beauty products last month and then over these past few months. So this video is going to be talking about things that I really loved. So let's get into it. So first, let's start with skincare. I feel like without a good skincare routine, you can truly just throw everything else out the window. And over the past few years, I have tried so many different skincare products. So when I find something good, it is truly good. So first, let's start with this Lancome toner. I used my very last drop last night. I was so sad. I was like trying to squeeze it out of the bottle. I just feel like out of all the toners that I've used, this has been my favorite. It's alcohol free, it's hydrating, it's purifying, and it doesn't leave my skin feeling dry because sometimes in the mornings I will wake up and I just feel like I have the driest skin, dry spots. But whenever I switch to this, I have not had that issue. I definitely credit part of it to this toner, so I'm definitely going to be restocking this. Next is the Sunday Riley Juno Face Oil. I clearly really love this one as well. As I use the last drop, I'm gonna have to restock this one as well. This is also good for dark circles and dryness because it's a superfood and antioxidant face oil, but I also like to use it whenever I use my gua sha. But one thing that I do want to mention is that it does have a bit of a stronger scent, so if you are sensitive to fragrances, I would make note of that. But other than that, this is definitely one of my favorite Sunday Riley face oils. And that being said, still talking about using the very last drop, use the very last drop of this moisturizer as well. This is the CEO Afterglow Brightening Vitamin C Cream. I really wanted to find a moisturizer that was going to help with dullness and just brightening up my skin, and I feel like this really did just that. It's also not greasy. I feel like it absorbs really well into my skin and it kind of just leaves it with a satin-like finish. And then I do love that I can use this in the mornings and at night. Next, let's move on to beauty. This is the primer I have been using. This is the Lancome LA Base Pro. One thing that I will say is I feel like the bottle is a little small for the price, but it is good to travel with, and I do feel like when I use it, my skin just has like a satin finish. As soon as I put it on, it's like the perfect smooth base. But I've been trying not to use a lot of it because, like I said, the bottle is a little bit smaller. But if you are looking for a good primer where your makeup's gonna last all day, this is a good one. And then this would not be a favorites video without my Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Oil. Literally very last drop of this one as well. I was out to dinner a few nights ago and I was using it, and the girl next to me looks over and she goes, "Those are amazing." And I was like, I know, I have one in pretty much every single bag. I actually discovered these because I did a campaign with them a few months ago, but I fell in love with them. I feel like they leave my lips feeling hydrated. They also have the perfect pigment of color, and they come in several different shades, but two of my favorites are Blackberry Agave and Honey Fig. I feel like this is an interesting one. This is a foundation, serum, and setting powder all in one. It is the new Urban Decay Face Bond. I am in the shade 30 Medium Deep Warm. I was really excited to get my hands on this, and I used it all last week when I was down in Miami because we know that it is so humid down in Miami. And when I tell you, from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, my skin, this stuff did not move. It was matte. And it does come in 40 different shades, so I feel like it's pretty easy to get a good shade match. And then I also love the little applicator, so there's no way this is spilling or leaking in your luggage or anywhere like that. So I feel like they did a really good job at creating this. Next, let's talk about this concealer. I've actually been using this for a few years now. This is the Hourglass Airbrush Vanish Concealer. I also have a little concealer brush that I like to use with it, so I'll link that down in the description box as well. But this is truly full coverage, like dark circles out the window, brightening, last all day. This is a concealer that I will definitely be repurchasing once it runs out because it is just truly one of the best out there. Okay, now let's talk about this highlighter. I feel like I've really gotten into highlighters this season. So this is the Fenty Beauty Freestyle Highlighter in the shade Ruby Riches. Show you guys a little bit closer. I do like to use this as both a highlighter and a blush. I feel like the pigment lasts all day, and it's like you can see the highlight pop before you even enter a room, which I absolutely love. And it just gives your skin that shine and a pop of color. Now let's move on to fragrances. I feel like I have gotten so many fragrances these past few months. Not sure why, but I do love a good fragrance. So the most recent addition to my beauty counter is Versace Bright Crystal. I feel like I've been reaching for this the most. I'm not sure if it's the bottle, but it just makes me feel so feminine. It's more of a florally scent and it has keynotes of yuzu, lemon, peony, and musk. And I don't typically lean towards florally scents, but I feel like this is the perfect balance and it's definitely gonna be one of my favorites this season. And then last but not least is Tom Ford Lost Cherry. This is definitely more warm and spicy and I didn't expect to like it as much as I do because I thought it would be too sweet, too much of a cherry scent, but it's definitely more musky and elevated. I feel like it's just perfect for date nights. And every Tom Ford scent that I've had lasts all day. Like, you're gonna put it on in the morning and it's gonna be there until the end of the day. So those are all of my beauty favorites from April. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will link everything down in the description box below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you guys next time.